Inside the squared circle, the X-Man here with Adam Cole. Adam Cole, thank you so much for joining us.
Oh, sure. Thanks for having me on your little interview here.
Thank you. It is very small, actually. And now, Adam, there's a lot of buzz about ROH right now. What qualities does Ring of Honor offer that distinguish the company from other wrestling organizations?
Well, I think the biggest thing is there's a lot of wrestling companies out there right now that claim to be the true alternative in pro wrestling. And I think Ring of Honor is one of those companies that actually follows through with that. A lot of our focus is on the in-ring action and what made pro wrestling so special. Like a perfect example is everyone knows what WrestleMania is. And the big drawing point to that every single year isn't funny skits, it isn't celebrities as much as people may think it is. It's great pro wrestling matches that people are really invested in. And I think that's what Ring of Honor tries to project every single time we come to town. We want to give everybody just a great pro wrestling experience inside the ring.
Excellent. You came up as a tag team in Future Shock with Kyle O'Reilly, but now you're with Eddie Edwards. Do you naturally gravitate towards tag team wrestling?
You know, it's funny, when I first started wrestling, I was definitely a singles guy. That was all I envisioned for myself, seeing myself as a singles wrestler. And then being inside Ring of Honor, where tag team wrestling is very much alive and well, I gained a whole new appreciation for tag team wrestling, and I really started to respect and appreciate it to the point where now I actually prefer being in a tag team because I love the art of tag team wrestling. So I've really enjoyed my tenure here in ROH as a tag team wrestler. Now,
being that you are part of a tag team, do you feel it's more important to have better chemistry with your partner or your opponent?
That's a great question. I think really, though, what it comes down to is having a better chemistry with your partner for the reason that, you know, when you're crawling from underneath and you feel like you've got nothing left, it's somewhat reassuring to know that in the back of your mind, your partner will be there for you. And I think that's really important in tag team wrestling, is knowing that the guy that you come out with, the guy that you train with, the guy that you wrestle with will always be there for you. So I'd say the partner for sure.
So what do you feel is the importance of tag team wrestling? In your opinion, what is the importance of tag team wrestling?
I think it's a lost art, you know, especially now with the WWE being something that everybody recognizes and everybody knows. Ring of Honor is trying to bring that back because tag team wrestling is very special. There's a lot of people who got into wrestling because of tag team wrestling, so I think it's important that we don't forget about that, and I think Ring of Honor does that better than any company in the world.
Now, you're one of the fastest rising stars in this company. What are your 2012 goals? What do you have? Any personal goals do you set your sights on?
I think the biggest thing for me is naturally anyone who's in this company wants to be the absolute best. Anyone who's a Ring of Honor wrestler wants to be the absolute very best. So in order for me to do that, whether it's in tag team wrestling or singles wrestling, I'd love to win some gold here in Ring of Honor. I think that's definitely what I have my sights set on, picking up some really big victories and hopefully winning a championship.
Now, this is the last question I'll give you. It's very important, so I want you to take a deep breath, get your wits about, okay? Better movie monster, Godzilla or King Kong?
Oh my gosh, you're putting me on the spot like this.
You're on the spot, bro.
You know what? I'm going to have to say, I'm going to go with King Kong on this one. But my reasoning for this is you kind of feel bad for King Kong in certain situations. So I think just maybe out of pity, I'm picking King Kong. But I'm going to go with King Kong on this one. And he is a badass, if I do say so.
He is a badass, but he doesn't blow fire. So it's obvious Adam Cole might be suffering from a concussion because he said King Kong and not Godzilla. Thank you, Adam Cole, for joining us. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
Best of luck.
Appreciate it. Thank you.